Keneta kiriaea, kenarea kurutu. Kena tela karu, kena tera nataru, kena keru, metale hanilu, mete kenu nataru. Me caretanu e crea me te cu area me tare mi kamite kerimeru netarea que la huea que pene tu crua que tine mi taru netea que me que te la we que mi me te quera me kene ueta pequene te wen me tu que narenu etarea care tam de te que tare que tu esturu apende ka e wekene te ke turutu e kene te kare randa de e rumpe ke te repeta e remete tea a remete tea e scruea Release what is ever on your shoulders. Release the fear of not knowing, of when you don't understand. It is the trust of above and below and those around you that helps you to create a reality of safety and security. As you remember your true power of who you are, your true nature, you connect to all around you. There is no separation. There is no reason to go to anger. And if you go to anger, we understand. There is no reason to go to sadness. And if you go to sadness, we understand. It is okay to go towards fear. It does not serve you, and we understand. This is what you are choosing to experience in this 3D reality. As you experience the bridge between the fourth density into the fifth dimension, you find yourself releasing so much, it all comes up to the surface. And we want you to know that we see what you are up to. We see the triumphs. We see the challenges. We understand that at times this is uncomfortable for you. Know that this is all a perception. You are so much more powerful and infinite than you know. than you are acting upon. Use this as an opportunity of awakening. Go into your soul, reach into your inner child, and ask them to show you the keys to the Akashic, to your true remembering, all of the powers, all of the knowledge, all of the memories of all of the nows that you are experiencing in this present and in all of the others are there waiting for you. There's so much more that you can control. And as long as you do so from unconditional love, you will be serving yourself and the collective at large. We trust you, we know you, and we believe in you. Be in peace. Namaste. The Light Collective. I am Krisanthony, and I am here to bring you the message from the Light Collective in terms that you can understand. As we gather in this moment, know that we are sharing this on multiple levels. Allow yourself to receive this message however it comes to you. If you are receiving this message right now, you are answering to a higher calling, a soul contract that you made at your very beginning, before experiencing the reality that you are in now. Know that this is a different time, where the veil is still very thin, and we are able to show you by touching upon your hearts in the most loving way, if you consent, to know that your true power is inside, and that the collective needs you. As the one, we are ascending, and everyone has their part to play in their own journey. This is the collective journey that we are speaking to. And it is time for you to awaken to this new experience where you acknowledge your power. It is as you awaken that others are able to awaken, and even unknowingly, you may be activating others in the collective It is a time of the light workers on Gaia to awaken and unify, help to show everyone that they are the one, that there is no separation, and that at an energetic level and beyond, we are all of this source energy. It isn't about forcing anybody into any way of being. You cannot have them do something they are not ready to do. You cannot have them hear or know or see something that they are not ready for. This is the free will that each one of you in the collective have. And so it is up to light workers who are awakening to activate unconditionally, lovingly, with complete respect. There must be consent, no matter what it is that you are using to connect. This is powerful medicine, and it is important that we find ourselves getting a ticket, if you will, into one's energy. This is sacred, and it is a responsibility that we wish you to not hold lightly. And yes, you may laugh at that pun, as the Lyran, speaking of the Light Collective, I am letting you know that you may have more vivid dreams, see more synergy and synchronicity happening in all areas of your life. We are here to help you. You are not alone. You never have been alone. And this is what we wish you to know at this time. If you are experiencing a vibration in your heart space or within your kundalini along your spine, know that we wish to say hello in this way. And in this, we are also helping you to balance your kundalini, to balance your chakras, as you call them, to balance your karmic field. We are here to assure you that the load is lightened once you ask for the load to be lightened. We believe in you, dear ones. Namaste. I am Krisanthony. Whole body. Wow, I'm experiencing so much right now. As I was breathing, I was feeling this flow of energy coming through me increasingly, and I started to feel this white light come into my field. And it just got brighter and brighter, and then I looked up with my eyes closed, and it was just like, whew, just this whoosh of just bright light. And Krisanthony was coming to me and saying, we were having a whole conversation. Oh my God, I'm shaking right now. We were having a whole conversation about how I was consenting to allowing him in. And it was like I was locking up. And initially I just felt this huge wave of nausea. And it was just like, I said, okay, like, I surrender. He was like, you really need to unlock. And then I started to feel this heaviness. And these energies were just flowing stronger and stronger. They're actually stronger now than when it was happening. And I felt super present. But it was like, it felt like I was questioning whether it was coming, the message was really coming through me, or whether Krisanthony was really taking over. But I have to say, like, I feel very woozy. And like immediately after, I literally feel a way I've never felt right now. I don't remember ever feeling this way, the way that I'm experiencing physically right now. I like hear Krisanthony being like, breathe, Jamie, breathe. I asked if that was real, and I heard yes. I don't know if you can like see, like the muscles in my face are like slightly twitching. And I also felt this really strong presence at my back. Like, I don't know if that was like a way of me receiving that I was like in the back seat, but I was like way more present for that than I realized. I don't know that I remember everything that came through. Wow, I'm like majorly vibrating right now. I feel, wow. I just can like feel, my light body feels like it's on fire, and it's like my energetic body and my emotional body, I'm just like all of it, physical, everything, like I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm getting upgraded. I've legitimately never felt this. This is like, wow. It's really intense. It's definitely not comfortable. I'm not in pain. And the nausea is starting to subside a little bit. Thank you, Krisanthony. Oh, body is vibrating so intensely. This is so wild. I mean, my body vibrates all the time. So a lot of my way of it's my physical body telling me that, like, yes, like a lot of the time. And a lot of the time it's also activations, and this feels, I'm having this, now it's really Kundalini experience, and I feel the energy coming like up, and it's like down, and I'm still like feeling it down here. Oh my goodness. think I got the main bulk of the message, which is very in alignment with other downloads I've had, other points of contact, come up in different readings that I've done for both myself and others, readings that people have done for me, is that I was literally just having a conversation with someone about this the other day, is that all of the light workers are awakening slowly but surely, but it's happening faster and faster as we end up teaching each other all of our different gifts and ways to activate the gifts that we already have within us, within those gifts. And it's been so true in my reality of this now and what I have experienced to be these like linear, what is it, like 2 years of the pandemic. I've just, especially once I got on Clubhouse, which was almost a year ago. It'll be a year ago for me sometime in December. And it was when I was here that I had learned about Clubhouse, probably almost around this exact time, a year ago. And just started like attracting all these light workers and being attracted to all these light workers and getting all of these different gifts activated. And I know that I'm just getting started. Finally, I feel the body calming a little bit. Wow. This was really, really, really intense. God, I have butter here. Whoa. The night that I'm filming this is my second night, first full day back here in Santa Fe. This property is an absolute vortex that is very much anchored in a casita, and like somehow through this like wall, through this other fireplace and the backyard, I mean this whole land, sorry, my whole body is vibrating so much right now. Last night I got in very late at 212. Feel free to look into that angel number. It's about love and trust. And I started to experience and start filming outside. I decided to go and smoke some medical cannabis, and wasn't planning on being out there long at all. Wasn't planning on necessarily going further into the yard, as this is kind of covered, so you can see the stars kind of that are out. But it's once you get really into the backyard that you can really see that. The sky is so clear here. It just happens to be a very clear time as well, and there are so many stars in the sky. You can see all of Orion and so much more. And I suddenly felt called, truly magnetically, to go into the backyard, and I just look up. Of course, I see all these stars, and for a while I'm just kind of, looking around, rotating my body, looking at all the different angles. At this point, it is, after 3:30 basically. And between basically that time and 5 a.m., I had what I believe to be experienced my first UFO. And I mean, it's great time window that they love, the sky being super, super clear. seeing these energies pass by. It's freaking out. Yeah, so, sorry, that was very distracting. I just literally saw a shadow go behind. It's good lock. Called to lock this. Hopefully that's locked. Back to refocusing. So, I have a whole bunch of this on film. But yeah, so back to what I was saying was at the time of night, it was totally quiet. There was a sound that I heard that sounded air like kind of thing, and I thought maybe it was a plane, but a plane doesn't hang out in the same around vicinity. Like, it was moving around, but it was like orbiting around kind of a general vicinity. It was getting brighter and brighter. I was talking to them, I waved to them, and I said, can you give me a sign that this is you? Like, I'm saying hello, and they flash big light, and there were some solid big movements, and I have to try to stabilize the footage a little bit because there were some moments where I got really excited and my arms were getting tired. But I found myself, for some time now, I've wanted even more contact from my galactic family. And I literally asked for more. Like, I didn't get to see it whoosh off. It was just too cold. I was too tired. I think it's the lights. I'm having a whole moment now. I feel really totally having a intense energetic experience right now. Now I'm trying to remember if that light was over my shoulder before. Anyway, asking for, more contact. And then tonight I went out to go looking earlier just to see real quick and look at the stars. They were obviously in a different position. It was a different time. And I didn't see, anything particular. But I think I might have even said out loud that, I would love more contact, from the galactic family. And so I've been seeing so many symbols everywhere and so many synchronicities and synergies, which is why, again, like, major alignment with what Krisanthony was saying. So, yeah, I guess a moral of the story is you get what you asked for. I'm just gonna see. Oh, it's the lights from my shoulder. That's from the bedroom. I get it now. This is a very, very high vibrational, intense space, and I've had some wild experiences here, and sometimes I get myself a little freaked out. My body is mostly calming down, but I still kind of feel a little bit of vibration, and wow. Yeah, gonna be integrating that for a minute, and I think I'm gonna have to rewatch this and get rid of any sort of doubt and really look deep in to see, because there's nothing right or wrong with, if it's, coming through me in that way. In other words, I'm receiving the message and then I'm translating it and just speaking from his perspective, which I guess is ultimately channeling and being embodied in that way. But this felt super different than the other channelings. Like, for example, if you look at the first video of Contact with Krisanthony, it felt radically different than this. That was, at that time, like me bringing the message out. So, whoa. That happened. Oh my God. That was a lot now. Well, if this resonated with you, I love that for you. I would love to hear any sort of comments, how this resonated, if it resonated. If it didn't resonate, that's okay. Everyone is in their journey, in their particular space, in their path, in their way of understanding or identifying with these things, if they will. And I'm not here to convince anyone. I'm simply here to be me, and what I'm receiving in my gifts, I am here to give with unconditional love to the collective. So I think I need to lay down and start to get to sleep. This was very tiring. I will look forward to uploading this, which will not be tonight. So forgive me, but I will do this as soon as possible. And yes, I will leave you with that at this time. Thank you for watching. Sending you love and light. Namaste.